Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so the issue on ground now is the incident, unfortunate incident that happened last week Saturday at the Tomiland Bridge between the son of the Afrobeat maestro Seun Kuti and a certain policeman, because we don't have his name at the moment, over the altercation we saw in a video circulated across the social media platform. Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, when you look at when the video was circulated on Saturday, and the speed at which the IGP released a statement is quite unbelievable. Because no one expected the police to respond swiftly over this issue. And in the statement, the IGP demanded for the swift arrest of Seun Anikulapo Kuti, issued an order to the state command to effect his arrest. But what we saw, the police didn't arrest him. Or what we witnessed was that Seun Anikulapo Kuti, in company of his lawyer and his associates, yeah, accompanied him to the state police command to present himself for investigation. Yes, I agree completely. I think yes, citizens raise issues over his public parade, yeah, in Ankara, and the photo op which the state police spokesman, Benjamin Odein, shared across media, and that that is in their custody, that the case has been moved to the SCID Kwanti for further investigation, and 48 hours later we discovered that the police, without notifying his lawyers, already seek for a remand order of 21 days to carry out an investigation. The question remains is that the police need 21 days to carry out an investigation. Yes, the issue we had was that he was reluctant to put down statements, and which his lawyer denied that he was on ground when Seun Kuti write a statement on what really transpired on that fateful day. And another issue the police raised was that the certain policeman in question that was attacked is in a state of coma at an undisclosed hospital. So should we take policemen serious with their narrative? I think it's really unfair. Yes, you need the public sympathy over this issue, but you shouldn't come out with a dangerous narrative just to pull the public on your side fully. I think that is not appropriate. Public should conduct its affairs in a transparent manner, and also credibility. Credibility is very important for an institution of government. Credibility in terms of the information you are dishing out to the public is very, very vital. I think the ground that the policeman is in a state of coma is laughable, to say the least. No one will believe the police, because we've had tales of citizens' experience with them, where police try to frame you up over some funny allegation which cannot be proven in court, just to ensure that you remain in their custody for several days, months, and some others years.
So what conspired Nigeria police force to search, to ask for Femi Kuti, to go and search Femi Kuti? I didn't think what is it? Do you think it's very, very legal in that manner?
Okay, I think first things first. I think the reaction, the verdict of the magistrate yesterday when he delivered a ruling that instead of the 21 days window request, that he's going to give them just 48 hours to round up any investigation they want to carry out, and afterwards that the case file should be duplicated and forwarded immediately to the Directorate of Public Prosecution, on the ground that in her ruling also she said that the police cannot be the accuser and also be the prosecutor and judge in their own matter. So the responsibility to prosecute the case lies with the DPP on his advice based on the investigation and based on the statement um, documented by the police on on the case file forwarded to him. The next line of action will be taken by them. I think for now, not much. No, we can't say much at the moment now. Another question which you raised just now was that the police after yesterday's ruling rushed rushed to his residence to carry out a search. But according to the police, he said the police spokesman Benjamin Oden, he said there was a search warrant to effect the search in his residence yesterday. I think from feelers also we heard that okay the police was sourcing for evidence to arraign him in probably at the High Court over another matter, thereby frustrating his bail, perfection of his bail, and ensuring that okay he stays longer in their detention and is sent to jail for a longer time. I think that is really condemnable as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I think once the bail condition has been perfected, Seun Kuti should be allowed to go home because the court has ruled on the matter. And if the DPP finds credibility in the statement and statement generated by the police, okay, the responsibility lies on him to prosecute the case, not the police, because police cannot be the accuser and also be the judge or prosecutor in his own matter. I think the justice is in order by making that call. I think the magistrate acted on her discretion that okay, fine. If you have taken the police, the victims statement, and Seun also has written his own statement. I think there's no cause to keep him behind bars for a longer time. So at least abridging the number of days, I think is a good one. So it doesn't give the police much latitude to keep him behind bars for so long. I think that is a good way because at the moment, according to our constitution, is innocent until proven guilty. I am according to section 36 of the Nigerian constitution. So of course, your fair hearing is what we are demanding, and also according to Seun's lawyer, he noted that Seun has proof, evidence to prove that he has no case to answer in court. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and we follow event as it unfolds in days ahead. Hopefully, once this bail condition has been perfected, okay, he should be a free man. Not by my own word, but by the court, words of the court. That once this bail has been perfected, he should be released.
Do you think it's legal for Nigeria police force to seize Seun Kuti wife's personal phone?
I think it's condemnable. The action is condemnable, and that is the issue when citizens have over the police, how they act, how they discharge their duties. Of course, you have no right to snatch a phone for covering your activities in the house. Of course, yeah, there are fears that okay, probably police was when there are attempts being made by the police force to plant some incriminating evidence that can be used against him. Of course, you as a citizen, you need to be responsive. You need to be alert when you are in when you are in such situation. It calls for vigilance on your part also. Yes, police coming into your residence to carry out a search. Your eyes need to be wide open. Also with your phone, to cover their movements, to when you suspect any funny move by them. Of course, through your evidence, through the video coverage, of course, you can table that and allow the public that okay, there's an attempt by the police to carry out some funny acts in your residence. Of course, she's in order, and I hope by now the police should you to wise reasoning and release her phone to her.
So they can, okay. I think so. Yesterday they were in Seun's house. Did they find anything in his house or what?
From the report I read, it was that what was found was just the license. Yeah, the license receipts found there, and question we were asked that okay, where is the license to this gun? But the response was that okay, the gun is in the repair house, far away from them. Of course, that was the response. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and we watch event as it unfold in days ahead.
So how do you, in general view, how do you think the case will be?
I can't preempt the action of the courts because as at this moment now, no charges have been filed against Femi Anikulapo-Kuti. Seun Kuti. Yeah. So of course, the DPP will determine the next line of action, probably whether he will proceed to the court and file charges and press charges against him, or whether the case will be forgotten as we die a natural death because we've seen situation about in this country where after a moment we don't hear about any case anymore. Probably the police, due to their image and proceeding on this course might not would be a bad reputation to their institution if eventually they lose in court. So what would be their public image? Yeah.
Okay, now
Okay.
finally, the few days ago, when the whole scenarios occurred, there are some, there are some people that they have been releasing some videos about Shein bragging that it's not his first time that he has slapped Nigeria police officer many times. Do you think that they can use that against him?
As far as I'm concerned, I think it doesn't correlate with the issue. It doesn't correlate with the matter on ground, and also the charges is yet to be leveled against it. So we can't preempt the charges at this moment here. And of course, there's no correlation with his words and this because there's no the burden of proof in a criminal cases. Yeah, you need to prove beyond reasonable doubt. You don't just come out okay. He said this. You need to prove it beyond reasonable doubt. So the onus lies on the prosecutor to present his case and okay prove his case beyond reasonable doubt to the judge to uphold his prayers. Sure, I guess. So it's always difficult to prove that.
So, and finally, what is your advice for Seun Kuti and Nigeria police first?
I think my advice firstly goes to the police force. Yeah, like the name police force, it sounds funny. Why should they be called Nigerian police force? The force, I think that is the trigger effect of their actions over the years, brutalizing citizens, harassing, extorting, carrying out extrajudicial killings of harmless citizens. I think there's a need for us to reform the Nigerian police because the present setup from the leadership down to the lower cadre is the narrative of the conduct of the police leaves much to be desired because this is not a modern police institution that can safeguard lives and property, that can give assurance to foreign investors to do business in Nigeria. That okay, fine. Nigeria is a very secure country, courtesy of the conduct and the responsibility of the police force in carrying out their constitutional mandate. I think that's very, very important. So there's need for an holistic reform, and it boils down from the recruitment of officers into the police force. That needs to be looked into. What kind of persons are recruited into the police force? Are there any background check being carried out there? What is the kind of methodology, the trainings, yeah, they are exposed to in the police college, and also must also look at the issue of their welfare also, because fine, yeah, we remember the NSAS issue. These are one of the demand there that okay, the welfare of the police force needs to be looked into, that they are they are not well paid, and that is the reason why they extort citizens, and why they molest citizens, they kill, they harass daily. I think that needs to be looked into also. Although how can we make the police institution attractive to brilliant mind to come into the force, because this set of people, I don't think they can offer much, because this is the best they can offer: brutalizing citizens, extorting, harassing. I think that's not the way to go. And also we need to introduce them to modern policing system. Yes, effort are being made by government, successive government, to ensure that okay, uh, police are exposed to handling modern security gadgets, um, mounting of CCTV in strategic position that will help in fast tracking investigation also, and also carrying out there should be a reward system also for service also, because after a period of time also, officers who has distinguished themselves in the discharge of their work or needs to be compensated handsomely, and that is a way to motivate the police officers also to give their best. And also we look at um, the requirement to enter the police force. Okay, what kind of people are we just looking at? The school start holders. There's need for us to interrogate the process, the requirement needed to enter the police force, because we- uh, if you look at this, why interaction, you're interacting with the police force, sometimes you see that most of them don't even are not abreast of the laws. They are not abreast of the constitution. They are not abreast of the police act. Also, of course, how can this police, how can they carry out their responsibility without knowing the laws? How they can engage citizens, how they can carry out investigation, how you can effect arrest. I think there's need for the police hierarchy to look into this also, and to formulate new ways, new models of policing. So the responsibility lies on the political leadership in the country to effect, to carry out an holistic reforms of the police force, because if we don't carry out this reform, of course it will continue to hear sad tales of experiences, confrontation between citizen and police, because the police have failed in their primary responsibility in upholding the constitutional responsibility.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.